My name is Robert Workman. I'm a certified building biologist. I also have a second certification in electromagnetic radiation specialist. And today we're talking about the health effects of electrical pollution. That is the radiation or the frequencies or the radio waves that ride above that 60 Hertz cycle. So this has been known since the 50s that dirty power that rides above the 60 Hertz cycle will cause health problems or biologically active, and it's all in the data. It's way past the point of maybe we need to take precautionary principles. This is past that. We know for sure this causes health damage. And what I've done here, I'm at a customer's house in Mexico, Missouri. He called me, had a lot of concerns. He was concerned about ground current, which is what we're going to find out more about ground current today as we turn off these breakers. Right now we're focused on the dirty power that's already in it, and this probably is coming from the grid. And I'm going to click on these here, and look at this spike right here, right about the 25 kilohertz. That means 25,000 times a second. That frequency is coming off the wiring of the house. And as a matter of fact, I have even a piece of wire here that I'm going to show. Let me grab it over here real quick. And oh, there it is. Thank you so much over there. So Marty here has invited me to come here to talk about this. But so again, just because you have Romax over this, it doesn't stop this stuff, and it comes out 6 to 9 feet that no one knows about. And whether you're for data centers or against data centers, no one knows about that. It doesn't matter if you're for or against it, you're going to be poisoned regardless. And this is proof of it here. And what we find out is really the inside of the house can be very damaging just on its own, and we have something called dimmer switches. A lot of this, I tell you right now, is caused from dimmer switches. Right now we have 144, which is only about 3 or 4 times above building biology safety guidelines, so it doesn't seem as bad as it might be, but look at all this. So this Stetzer, which is a great meter, it tells me what's right above the 6 year cycle, but it's not picking up everything. You can see it all right here. I guarantee this should be over 1,000 from what I'm seeing right now. So if you don't mind, Marty, go ahead and turn that dimmer switch, because right now there's dimmer switches built in there. Can you slide that dimmer switch up and down?
Yeah.
And watch what this does here. We dropped down to 63, by the way. We turn that on. Turn the light back on.
That's down.
Okay, now leave it there for a second. Now we jumped up to 154. Okay, now turn just the dimmer up and down. Okay, now do it again. Bring it back down slow. Okay, you can see the energy here going up and down. It's barely moving, you see it. Now we're at the 155. Now turn it back down. Go the other way. So he's not dimming it now. He's letting the voltage kind of get through, and it reduces the dirty power because it's not chopping that wave up millions of times a second to create this dimming effect. Now go and turn off the light. Now we're down to, this is just one dimmer switch, folks, in your house. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the voltage view. Click out of this here. You got somewhere 60,000 times. That's oscillating 60 kilohertz. You got 35 kilohertz. You got 25 kilohertz. You got all this dirty energy through here. Let's look at the voltage view here. I'm going to X out of here and get into my voltage and click on that. And this is why people don't feel very good. I mean, could you imagine being poisoned? That's the same category as lead, but if you could try to do a research on dirty power, there is no guidelines on dirty power. So that tells me there's something they're hiding because there's no guidelines on it. And this is, look at this. So these spikes here, okay, look at this. Now again, this is 66, okay? But it's spiking right here at 1 volt, okay? I'm a little lower here. So now we're at 702 millivolts. So the spiking is really what causes the damage here. Now there are some solutions. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a couple examples. Now we do have the Stetzer filter that's been used, and it's been very successful. I'm a fan of these. It has like 3 parts in here that kind of a capacitor that pushes everything to the neutral, and you plug this in, and you'll see the numbers go way down. Yeah, see that? So cleared that up. That just means clearing it up there. It's almost like the clouds are breaking apart with the energy here. And I'm going to unplug this here again. Okay, you see there now. Does a really good job, but it's still it's still in the line, just going to the neutral. So it's like taking the traffic off of Highway 70 and pushing it off to the service road. So now let's go ahead and put in another filter. And again, I like them both. I do use these at the panel. But this filter here, actually, I like to use kind of in the same room that you might be sleeping in, because it's more of a dissipating type of filter. And I'll plug this in. Oh, there you go. You got the same thing there again. So definitely, and that brought it down to 12. 12. Okay, now I'm going to unplug this here again. And unplug that. And now I'm going to plug in a little bit bigger one here. And you can do some more of the lower voltages or lower frequencies below the 10 kilohertz a little bit better. And that brought it down to about 13. So again, but this is not picking up a whole lot below the 10 kilohertz here. So again, this blue wave, that's your 60 hertz cycle. That's actually your power quality coming in from the utility. And I have to say, the power quality is good. So it's not the utility's problem generating this sine wave. Is you would have harmonics in here. This would all be jagged like this here if the power quality from the utility was bad. But this is everything's riding above the 60 hertz cycle, which is now oscillating into your wiring, coming to 69 feet and turning your house into a big antenna. And you're wondering why you don't feel very good. This is why you're not feeling very good. And this is just one part of the EMF. This is called dirty power. Nothing to do with radio frequencies, nothing to do with magnetic or electrical fields, even though you can get magnetic electrical fields off this wiring. But this is, I'm just trying to show you the dirty power. It would be in that magnetic and electrical field off that wiring, which again, they should use Romax, or not Romax, but MC cable there as well. All right, that sounds good. Thanks so much.